everybody, it's Matt from the house. I'm here with Tony from Never Summer, and he's gonna run us through the Never Summer park board ladder for the 21-22 season. Let's check these things out. Okay, so first up at 570, we've got the protoslinger, and this thing is pretty insane. What do we got going on in this bad lad?
What you got going on here is a true park twin with an ASIM designated heel side, a little bit deeper side cut on that heel than on the toe. It features our shockwave profile, deep camber pockets, rocker between the feet to keep it easy to turn, able to load it up and pop and get tons of snap. It has our Vario side cut with multiple contact points along each side of the edge, giving you edge hold in ice and variable conditions. The surprise feature in this one is how well it does in powder. Soft flex allows this thing to float really once it get up, so you can have a park day and still enjoy yourself in the powder. It's not a one-dimensional board.
I remember before this thing evolved into this board, when it was the Fun Slinger, I actually got to ride that thing in powder, and I was actually not bummed. I wouldn't choose it as my powder board, but if it was all I had to ride, not arguing at all. Okay, so next up we've got the Peacemaker, and this one, it's only an extra 10 bucks from the protoslinger, and it's basically for that press flex core, just a little more freestyle oriented core. This thing is pretty insane. What do we got going on with this one for 21-22?
What we did here is we used our shockwave profile, which has deep camber pockets underneath the feet, a little bit longer section of rocker. So it's gonna get great float and pow, super easy to press and flex, that press flex core, remove a little bit of material in between your feet. And this board's a mid-wide. It doesn't come in a wide version. It already comes a little wider.
Oh, okay.
And with that, makes it a little bit stiffer, a little bit more stable. The rider we were making this for, Dylan Alito, he needed a little bit more support on the bigger jumps. So we boosted this thing up, made it a little bit stiffer, a little bit more powerful, his style of riding. Great on rails, awesome for big kickers. Still a great all-around resort board, but you know, the press flex core along with the ripsaw profile allows you to just be super versatile.
If you haven't seen Dylan Alito's riding, go Google it right now and watch some of his videos. Dude, it's insane. Okay, so the protosynthesis, this is evolved from the proto, and this is one of the best, most versatile boards on the market. We're actually showing it in the park one and in the all mountain video because that's how versatile this board is. If you're a guy that likes to ride 50% of your time in the park, 50% of your time outside of the park, or if you're just mobbing the park all day and hitting the big features, this is the board for you. Coming in at 620, we're definitely getting some big upgrades in that. And what are we looking at in this one?
Well, this is our true dual mountain board. It has a twin stance, so it's very versatile. Features the shockwave profile, added camber pockets, a little bit less rocker between the feet, enough to keep it playful, but still super stable at speeds. Also has the Vario side cut. Carbonium top sheet on there, very scuff scratch resistant. There's a dampening pad in the base of this thing to absorb vibrations and chatter. And overall, it just, versatility wise, this is our true do everything board. Mid flex, it's not too stiff, but it's not too soft.
And another thing that Never Summer is really good at too is not only with the cores and the fiberglass and everything, but they're good with those carbons too. And this thing's got a little extra carbon added to it as well, right?
Yeah, we call it the carbon recluse. Is a weave pattern that goes underneath the board. And what that does is it stiffens up these sections of camber. That's stored energy. And those pockets of camber, and as you flex them, they're kicking back for you. So having that carbon recluse weave underneath the cambered section added stability, added pop, snap, and longevity and life of the board as well.
So as if this board doesn't already have enough extra spring and pop from those camber in the nose and the tail, we're adding even more. And if the protosynthesis wasn't enough for you, now we've got the protoultra. You basically, if you got your best-selling board, you got to make an even higher-end version of that. And especially for Chris Corning, if you can watch that guy spin and jump and, I mean, do everything, that kid is insane. So obviously with the success of the protosynthesis and with the versatility of it, this is basically the same thing. So you can ride this thing in the park, but it handles everything on the mountain too. So we're jumping up to 650 on that one. So what are we getting for that couple extra bucks going up to the Ultra here?
Well, the upgrade from the protosynthesis to the Ultra is core and added carbon. Chris commanded a little bit extra attention with his large feature hits, and when you're going that big, you need something to support you when you're landing. If you're a bigger rider, stronger rider, sometimes the protosynthesis might come out a little soft for you. It's a mid flex. So if you're a stronger rider, bigger rider, or going huge, what we did here is we added carbon X's Over the core, there's carbon X's underneath the cambered area of the board on both sides. Bamboo core is going to keep it light while still stable and sturdy. Another feature is this: it comes in a mid-wide. It's not a wide, it's not a narrow standard board. The waist width is bigger, so it comes out a little bit stiffer. So you get a little bit more surface area, a little bit less chance for toe drag, adds a little stiffness and stability to the board. But it stems from our all-mountain protosynthesis, and it's just a stiffer, beefier version for someone like Chris Corning.
All right, well, thanks for checking out the Never Summer Park Ladder for the 21-22 season. And if you got any questions beyond what we talked about in the video, leave us some comments down below. We're on there every single day trying to answer your questions. You know, we definitely want to make sure we get you to some rad gear, but we want to make sure that's going to fit you and your riding style. Also, make sure to like, subscribe, definitely get that notification bell on too so you can find out when all the new videos drop. And yeah, whether you're riding the park, if you're hitting the little stuff or you're hitting the big stuff, grab yourself a Never Summer board and get out and ride, because any day of riding is a good day of riding. So that's the camera that we're going to stare at.
Very slimming camera you have here.
Yeah, maybe for you.
Turn sideways.